cannot believe it's December. I feel like I say that at the beginning of every single month. Just cannot get over how quickly this year is whizzing by. It's practically Christmas. Anyway, I have missed you all so much. I feel like it's been forever since we just had a big catch up. And I feel like later on, it would be nice to just like sit down, get cozy and have a big debrief, because I feel like there's just been a lot going on recently. And like I said, I really miss you all and I want to catch up. So yeah, we'll make time to do that later on this afternoon. Today, we're going to have a lovely cozy December day together. Jamie has just dropped Noah off at nursery. Joan has gone for his first nap of the day. I've just made myself a big old coffee in my Santa. This afternoon, we're going to go pick Noah up from nursery and we're going over to Wurzel's Winter Wonderland. I am so excited. If it's anything like the pumpkin patch, which you guys would have seen a couple vlogs ago, it was amazing. And if it's anything like that, it's gonna be just so Christmassy and I can't wait. I feel like since being a mum, this Christmas is definitely the most exciting yet. Noah's 2.5, so I feel like he's at an age where he kind of gets what's going on but doesn't at the same time. Like obviously he doesn't really know what like Christmas Day is and what that means and stuff, but he is just absolutely loving all the festivities. He loves the tree, he loves Santa, he loves all the Christmas lights. He's really in his baking era, like he's loving doing like Christmassy bakes with me, which is just my favorite thing. And he's really just loving it. So I think this year we're going to see Santa at Wurzel's. I feel like he's going to get it more. And he's just like talking so much more, like we can have like proper little conversations now. And yeah, Christmas this year is just going to be truly magical. And obviously it's Jonah's first Christmas, which is just so magical anyway. So yeah, it's going to be a lovely day and I can't wait to spend the day with you all. I'm going to attempt to make the bed without disturbing Miss Tilly. Wish me luck. Are you cozy? Humans, honestly, I did not want to be tucked in. It's kind of cozy though. Vitamin C serum. This is one of my favourite things to use in the morning. If you guys have been here a while, you will know I am a big fan of Skin & Me. I have been using their products for well over a year now and I absolutely swear by them. So like I just said, I use the Brighten and Boost Vitamin C serum in the morning, after my cleanser, before my moisturiser. Basically it leaves your skin nice and firm. Over time it reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and I've used this in the mornings, my skin just looks a lot brighter. Then also from Skin & Me, you guys have heard me speak about this a bunch of times, but this is my daily doser which contains my personalised skin treatment and I just love it. I love that it's tailored to your skin. I think that's what really makes Skin & Me stand out from all of the other hundreds of skincare brands and skincare products. I think sometimes it's hard to know what to choose and then you can end up spending quite a lot of money trying to find a product that really suits your skin, whereas with Skin & Me, the daily doser is made, like I said, for you by a team at Skin & Me. And basically how this works is you can use my code, which I will leave on screen, and you'll actually get your first daily doser for only $4.99. So you can get your very own skincare treatment that's designed for your skin's needs and your skin type and your skin's goals. You can try it for under £5, which I actually think is amazing. See how you get on with it. Basically, all you need to do is tap the link in the description box. You'll need to fill out a short consultation, which will ask you a couple of questions about your skin, kind of like what your hang-ups are about your skin, what your goals are, your skin type. You'll also send a couple of pictures of your skin, so the team at Skin & Me can really analyse your skin basically, and they'll put together a formula that is for you. So yeah, it's definitely worth trying for under £5. But this is what I use as part of my nighttime skincare routine. So I use this after cleansing, before moisturiser, and something I love about this as well is when you twist it, it gives you the perfect amount for your skin. So you're not wasting any product, you're not using too much, too little, and then when you've almost run out, a new one will come through your door. So it's really convenient as well. Yeah, like I said, I've been using the Daily Doser for well over a year now. I think it's actually coming up to 2 years. My main skin goals were to reduce fine lines and wrinkles, and also hydration is really important for me because I do have dry skin, especially this time of year. This time of year my skin is just dry, okay? So I feel like since I've been using this, my skin looks so much just smoother, especially like around here I can really notice a difference, and around my eyes. So yeah, like I said, I will leave a link for Skin & Me in the description box down below. Use my code and you can try it for just under £5. Something else I've been using every morning, which I got from TikTok Shop. Honestly, TikTok Shop is lethal for me. I am a sucker for TikTok Shop. Like honestly, I could be sold a bin bag, someone says it's good, I'm like, I need it. So I got the Wonder Skin lip tint, and this honestly comes up on my For You page every like 3 videos. So I had to get it. And it's blooming brilliant, guys. Like, it's so good. So basically, essentially, you probably have all seen this like 2 years ago, and I'm just really late to the party with this one. But I always use this in the morning, especially if I'm having like a no makeup day, but I want to feel just that little bit more put together. So I'll do my skincare routine and then I'll pop some of this on. And this is the colour it is, blue, my favourite colour for my favourite colour lipstick. Not really, it's just this colour when you put it on. You simply pop it on your lips, leave it for like 2 minutes till it's kind of like dry, and then you wipe it off, and this will tint your lips for the entire day and some. Like if I do this in the morning, this will be good for like the next few days. Like I said, I just feel like it makes me feel a little bit more put together. So leave it on for a couple of minutes. Hope that the postman does not knock at the door whilst you have it on. That has happened multiple times. Then once it's dry and kind of hard to move your lips, just get a damp cotton wool pad or a flannel and simply just remove it. And then look how nice that colour is. It's like the most perfect, oh, I've got blue on my face. It's the most perfect like nudie pink, and like I said, it lasts all day, all night. I just absolutely love it. I feel like I need to get all the shades. It's a little bit of toddler mum life reality of what our floors look like 99.9% of the time. Magnetiles, if you know, you know, are life. Honestly, if you are struggling with what to get your little one for Christmas, Magnetiles needs to be on the list. Noah will sit and play with these for hours. They are out every morning, every evening. I've just had our food shopping delivered, and I thought I could share with you a little grocery haul, because who doesn't love a food shopping haul? So we also have some Christmassy bits. Oh my goodness, is there anything better than M&S picky Christmas bits? I look forward to the M&S Christmas range every single year. So let's start over here. So, oh my god, where to even start? Look at all the Christmassy goodness. Something that's immediately catching my eye, and I just want to eat these right now, is the halloumi in blankets. I've never seen these before. They must be a new one this year. How good do they look? Halloumi wrapped in streaky British bacon, served with a hot honey drizzle. They look so good. I'm thinking one night, as it's cheese board season, we could have a couple of picky bits with a cheese board. Probably at the weekend, that'll be nice. So I got halloumi in blankets, and then just the OGs, pigs in blankets. Oh my god, yum! I got the 7 fried chicken bites. They look really good. And the mini chicken Kievs. Love a chicken Kiev, so I'm excited about those. Our retro favourite in a golden crumb stuffed with a garlic, herb and cheese filling. Yum! And I've been seeing these everywhere, so I had to get these. The Rodney reindeer pies. And they're basically like brownie in a pastry. Apparently they're really nice if you heat them in the microwave, so they're like all warm and gooey. Maybe with some cream. Oh, I can't wait to try them. I picked up this because I just could not resist. I thought it was the cutest. Little jelly sweeties inside. I thought this would be so cute for Noah's stocking. And it actually like pushes along like a real car. How cute is that? Up the famous hazelnut cream. I am yet to try this and I can't wait. Apparently it's really nice on top of these when they're warm, so we're gonna have to try that. So the gingerbread milkshake. I'm not a huge lover of milkshake, but I'm sure Jamie and Noah will absolutely love this. I got some mini gingerbread biscuits. These are really cute on top of a hot chocolate, like a couple in the cream. Oh my goodness, I forgot about you. Okay, if you like the tubs, you know, the iconic tubs from M&S, this is like, look how big that is. It's like a giant selection box, and inside there's chocolate mini rolls, caramel crispies and cranberry clusters. If they are anything like those cereal clusters, oh my goodness, they're so good. I'm not gonna lie, I did think this was a mixture of all of the tubs in one, so I'm kind of sad that it isn't. That would be like such a, that's a good idea. Very excited to try. And then some bits that we get every year are these. These are nice to just like have out on Christmas Day. Any like little gatherings that you're having before Christmas Day, you know, just in a bowl with some like dips. I got the Turkey Feast flavour combo mix. I love the combo mixes, they're so good. Which one is your guys' favourite? I feel like everyone always has a favourite of these. And my favourite one, I think, probably these little shells. The shells or the tube. My least favourite is the ring, I think. Is it? Yeah, least favourite's the ring, favourite is the little shell. And I also picked up some lightly salted tortilla stars. And for the rest of our food shop, this is kind of random actually, because we've got a HelloFresh box this week. I got these frozen apple slices. I know this seems really lazy, but there's been quite a few occasions, like on a Sunday, where I've really fancied making a crumble, but all the shops are shut and I don't have any of the Bramley apples. So I thought these would be great just in case I have a craving to bake a crumble on a Sunday. I've got a couple of really quick lunches. We've got a couple really busy days over the next few days, so I just got some quick lunches and dinners for me and Jamie. And I actually love these from M&S. Like, I could eat these every day. So I got the Korean style chicken noodle bowl, which looks really good. And also the naked chicken kebab bowl. Then I got 2 of the beef bologneses. And one of my favourite things ever is our best ever beef lasagna from M&S. Oh my goodness, this is so good. We have this garlic bread is unbelievable. We have it with this garlic bread and then a little side salad. And I got some little yogurts for Noah. He loves these ones and they're great for like in the car and stuff, like on the go. Some pick up a penguins because they are just the best snacks. Some oat milk, some fruit, got some strawberries, some apples, some bananas. Now this may seem really lazy and I've actually not bought these for convenience. There is something about the M&S fresh porridge. Oh my goodness, like how do they make it so good? I got Jonas some more baby porridge. He absolutely loves this one. Coca-Cola cherry because it is my addiction right now. An iced all butter spectaculous cake? Oh my goodness, spectaculous cake. That's what we'll call it. With spiced caramel buttercream. How delicious does that look? Oh my goodness, yum. I am well and truly, well, I say Jonah is well and truly in his weaning era. I have just made him some sweet corn fritters. I'll pop the recipe down below. He hasn't tried these yet. I'm kind of trying to introduce him to something new every day and then have a bit of a rotation, which is something I didn't do with Noah. I feel like weaning with your first baby is, for me anyway, I was so anxious about it. Like seeing a tiny baby with like big bits of food and they have no teeth, like it's just, I found it really, it gave me so much anxiety. So what I kind of did with Noah is found one thing he liked and then kind of stuck to that, tried something once, and if he didn't like it, didn't try it again. And what I wish I had done is tried the same thing multiple times. I think it can take up to like 20 times of your baby trying the same thing for them to actually like get used to it and like it. So I'm trying to do that with Jonah because we have had a picky eater on our hands with Noah. He's kind of coming out the end of that now, but for the first 2 years of his life, he was extremely picky to the point he would only eat toast and raisins. So I'm trying to just really introduce lots of different flavors and textures to Jonah. So I've made sweet corn fritters. These literally took 2 minutes. I'm gonna cook them all today, and then what you can do is freeze them. So I thought it would be really easy to just get one out the freezer and heat it up. I'm gonna try and do that with all of the meals that I make him, so then we can do a bit of a rotation with meals. And I'm hoping to get to a point where I've like got a big stash in the freezer. So yeah, I feel a lot more excited about weaning this time round now, like the anxiety isn't there around him choking. Like I'm much better at like leaving him this time. Leaving him to kind of like chew on like a big piece of, this is controversial, okay? He's got a big piece of steak for lunch. Now this is something I never, you would never have seen Noah with a big piece of steak like this, but I've been doing loads of research and I've been watching also loads of like, what does my 6-month-old eat in a day? And apparently a big like chunk of steak like this is so good for them. They don't necessarily eat it, they suck all of the nutrients out of it, so they get like loads of iron and loads of really good vitamins and minerals. I feel this may cause some controversy, have a bit of like I hold back when I share things about Noah and Jonah, because when it comes to being a mum and how you parent your child, there are 100 million different opinions about how you do so. And weaning is just one of those things where it's so conflicting, especially with baby-led weaning, which is kind of like what we're doing this time round. We're doing a mix of, well, Jonah's 6.5 months, so we've been doing purees up until the past week. He's been loving his porridge, he's been having lots of homemade fruit purees. I've tried a couple of dinners pureed, which he's not been a fan of. Definitely been trying to do more veg over sweet, because I remember with Noah, he only really liked sweet. And that definitely shows now, because he will not touch a vegetable with a barge pole. So yeah, I'm learning from my mistakes. As you do, I feel like motherhood, being a parent, especially for the first time, is all a big learning curve. No one is going to do anything perfectly, and you learn on the job basically. So yeah, he's got a piece of steak, which is very well done. I'm probably going to cut that into 2 strips so he can hold it nicely, but he had some steak the other day and he loved it. Did look a little bit savage, little 6-month-old like gnawing on a piece of steak, but he loved it, which is the main thing. Someone is ready for their lunch. Jonah knows when he's in this chair, it is time for a feast. What can you see out there that you like? Hello? Are you ready for some lunch? Jonah's lunch is served, which he is very ready for. Little tongue. We've got some cucumber, the steak, and then the sweet corn fritters turned out so good. I'm excited to see what you think of them. Are you ready? Pika. Peekaboo. Abu. Abu. Ready for your lunch? you going, are you ready for lunch? I had one of those silver things to reveal. Today, sir, we have the finest, let me put the plate down, the finest steak, well done, sweetcorn fritter, handmade. Oh, good choice. You're going for the steak first. Wow, you're enjoying that. What I mean about it looks a bit savage when a 6-month-old is gnawing on a piece of steak. Is that good? Oh, so yummy. I say I'm not anxious whilst he's eating. I will sit this close and just watch every mouthful he takes. I've also got the other half of the sweetcorn fritter, which I thought we could try, see if it's nice. Mmm, delicious. Do you know what? I would actually cook these for me to eat.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is that nice boy? He bloody loves it, doesn't
he? He loves his steak.
What a precious little boy. Not like these. Not one of these.
He's not tried them yet. He went straight for the steak. Should we try the sweetcorn fritter? Oh. What do we think? Is it good? Is it nice? Oh, what a lovely lunch. Okay, the conclusion is the boy loves his steak. Huh? You love your steak? Is it so yummy? You guys will have to let me know if you enjoy weaning stuff. Because I know that it's not for everyone. Actually, it depends how much stick I get for giving my baby steak. Will depend whether I ever show anything to do with weaning ever again. The last thing I want to do is upset people. Okay, here's everything Jonah ate. He had a good gnaw of the steak. Tried a little bit of the sweetcorn fritter. I don't know where the other piece of sweet corn has gone, but he definitely didn't eat it. It's probably falling down the back of his chair. But yeah, successful little lunch. And for dessert, you can see it, can't you? You want it? Yeah. You don't want it? Wow. Where's your arm gone? These are absolutely a must for weaning. They are absolutely amazing. They're actually for like little breast milk lollipops. It comes with like almost like an ice tray, so you can put breast milk in the little ice tray. Whoa! Oh dear, let me give that a quick wash. So yeah, they're for the little lollipops, but I like to pop fruit in them. So right now Jonah's got some banana. We've tried avocado, strawberry, like any kind of soft fruit in these is amazing because I feel like he gets so much more of it. Whereas when he's holding fruits, they can be quite slippery. Plans for now are we're gonna get this little one cleaned up, and then we're gonna go pick Big Bro up from nursery and head over to Wurzels and see Santa. Noah, show me what you got from Santa. What's this? A fire engine! Wow. Round.
Santa, I've been good this year. Make your list and check it twice. I'll leave you a note right here underneath the Christmas lights. Carols and bells, none of them help. I still feel blue. I just wanna fall in love this Christmas.
We are now home from
I don't need a fancy
my goodness, guys, it was so much fun. And good news, Noah absolutely loved Santa this time round. Last year when he saw Santa, I think he was a little bit too young. We saw Santa at Centre Parks and he wasn't Santa's biggest fan. Watching him interact with Santa and like, I just feel like seeing Christmas through your children's eyes, it's something I've always dreamt of, and like I said, I feel like this year is gonna be the year that Noah definitely understands what's going on more, and it was truly magical. It was so much fun. If you get the chance to go to Wurzels, you live close by, or I'd even say it's definitely worth travelling for. You could make a little bit of a day of it because Wurzels have a restaurant as well and a farm shop, so you could literally book a table at the restaurant. The food is amazing. Then you could go for a little browse around the farm shop. They do the best desserts in the farm shop, so you could get a dessert from the farm shop that you could take home and have like later on that evening, and go for a walk around the Winter Wonderland. Whether you have children or not, it's just such a lovely little festive activity. But if you do have children, so many activities for them. Like, Wurzels is just so child friendly. The restaurant has like the best park, and then the actual, I think it's called Arctic Adventure, the Christmas bit. There's loads of activities for kids. There is gingerbread making, there's obviously seeing Santa, there's hook a duck, there's tractor rides, there's a little post office where you can write a letter to Santa and then post it, which is so cute. There's fake snow, there's singing reindeers, there's singing penguins, there's a bear that tells stories. It was just so fun. It was so fun. I've just made a big cup of tea and I thought we could sit down and have a big catch up. Popped a little question box on my Instagram stories so we could catch up, and you guys sent in loads of questions. It's been forever since I did like any kind of Q&A, and I always feel like they're a really nice way to catch up. Instead of me just sitting here and rambling, it kind of gives it a little bit more structure. Oh my god, Teddy's tail is gonna go in my tea. The most asked question by far was lots of different variations of how are you? How are you really? Honestly, how are you doing? Miss you so much, how are you? And guys, I just want to say firstly, I appreciate you all so much. Whenever I am slightly quiet online, you always check in on me, and why do I feel like I'm gonna cry? Oh my goodness. You guys are just such a huge part of my life, and you're such a huge support system for me. And I can't tell you just how much all of your comments and lovely messages and just your support really uplifts me. There's actually been a few reasons why I've been a lot quieter than I usually would, especially this time of year. And the reasons for that are, firstly, mum life has been mum-lifing, okay? Mum life has been extremely busy with a young baby and a toddler. I have very little time, very little energy at the moment, and also we're at that time of year where the illnesses are coming in thick and fast, okay? Over the past 3 weeks we have had chickenpox, hand, foot and mouth, and now a cold. And obviously when Noah brings it home from nursery, he's poorly for like a week, and then Jonah gets it, and then we get it. So it's just if any of you guys have children, you will know how hard it is when they are poorly. There are a lot of sleepless nights. There are a lot of, it's just horrible seeing your child like not themselves. So that's kind of what's been going on for the past month. And then earlier on this year, we actually had a really, really serious health scare. And it honestly just rocked our world completely. And I still actually now speaking about it, like it feels like it wasn't real. I can't speak. I'm still in total shock, to be honest. And it really made us as a family take a step back and really just like think about what's important and just process this information that we had been told. And it was a really scary time, and it's been hard. Like, it's been a lot to deal with, and I think I don't want to be that person that kind of gives you like half a story, and like I feel like I'm not telling you the full story, but it's because I don't feel ready to discuss it yet. Like, I still feel like I'm really processing it and just coming to terms with it. And also another thing I am just so wary of whenever I put anything online is I don't want to burden anyone with anything ever. So I do this thing where I like bottle it all up inside because I don't want to burden anyone, especially this time of year. So I will definitely speak about this more because I have been really wanting to speak to you guys about it. Like I said, you guys are my safe space, you are my support system, and this was such a huge thing that has happened in our lives. I have really wanted to share it with you. I just need to feel ready. I need to feel ready to speak about this. So in the new year, it's still kind of ongoing at the moment, so I feel like once we've kind of had the all clear, it's definitely something that I'd like to share with you. I think it's important, and it's a huge thing that's happened in our lives. So yeah, that's the reason. Sorry, I feel like that was very vague, but I hope it kind of explains why I've maybe not been myself or just been very quiet online. I feel like it's hard because when I put videos out to you guys, like, I want them to be your safe space. I want them to bring you happiness and uplift you, and I don't want to put out any kind of like sadness. I think that's it's a blessing and a curse, because I think sometimes I really hold back speaking about anything negative, anything slightly controversial, anything that's gonna upset anyone slightly, because that's like the last thing I want to do. The last thing I want to do is upset anyone or make anyone feel kind of any way. So I do feel like I keep things quite fluffy. That's what I like. I like that saying. I like to imagine it all fluffy. I keep everything I put online very fluffy, but then there's like a fine line between fluffy and kind of unrealistic, and I think in the new year that's something I really want to work on. Like, so yeah, anyway, I feel like I went off on a complete tangent. So the answer to your question 10 minutes later of how are you, I am okay. Like I said, we've been dealing with a lot, but I feel like we have as a family really got through it, and for that I'm really proud of us. And sometimes when you get a health scare like we did, it really makes you just appreciate everything in your life, and it makes you so grateful, and it makes you realise what's important, which is family. Like, family is everything. And Oh my goodness, I don't want to cry. I've just composed myself. Have a sip of tea, Gemma. Compose yourself. Yeah, like I said, in the new year, expect more of me opening up, I guess. I think sometimes I'm a little bit of a... I've become, actually, over the years of being online, a little bit of a closed book. I feel like when you put yourself out there so much, obviously, you can receive some not so nice messages and some not so nice comments, and I do think over time you build this like super hard exterior, which again is a blessing and a curse, because I feel like I'm so much stronger, and like when I get a horrible comment, it just gets deleted. It just gets deleted and the person gets blocked. Like honestly, that's just where I'm kind of at in my life. I delete, block straight away, and it actually doesn't affect me. But it's taken a long time to get to this point. It's taken many, many, many years of getting these horrible comments and messages to get to this point where I feel strong. And I think when that happens, you do share less and less and less and less of your true self, because there's part of you that doesn't want to be attacked, that doesn't want your vulnerability to be attacked. Okay, leading on from that, lots of you guys have been asking for updates with Girl of Muse. It's kind of the same situation. Our entire lives have kind of just gone on pause the second half of this year, and we've really been just like evaluating everything in our lives, and obviously Girl of Muse was one of those which we've kind of paused for a little bit, and this news really threw a huge spanner in the works, and we were kind of like, I think it made us like rethink everything. It made us rethink Girl of Muse. It made me rethink if I want to be online anymore. It was a lot. And with Girl of Muse is mine and Jamie's baby. It's our third baby, and it's a huge passion of mine. The entire purpose of Girl of Muse is to create things that you guys love, and as you know, over the years we've created a lot of different products, and what you guys seem to love the most is something that we want to concentrate on. So we are coming back with Girl of Muse in 2025, bigger and cozier than ever, and we want to do a couple of things differently. We really want to make Girl of Muse more about just a big community. I feel like it's very much like a community anyway, but we want to do more in real life things. We want to be kind of less of an online brand. We have been kind of like brainstorming of things that we think you guys would love, and we would love to invite you to a photo shoot so you can come and see our products in real life and feel them and try them on, really be a part of Girl of Muse. We also would like to do a pop-up shop at some point, so please let me know if that's something that you would like, and that's something you'd be interested in. We'd love to do that. I'd love to have just a shop in general, honestly, like an actual shop. That is like my dream. Basically just want you to be such a huge part of Girl of Muse. We want to know what you think of certain fabrics, what you think of certain colours, what you want basically. Like I said, the purpose of Girl of Muse is for me to create things that you want. So yeah, it's been a journey, definitely. Like I said, so much thought has gone into the kind of direction we want to take Girl of Muse. We are completely rebranding and relaunching Girl of Muse in 2025, because we wanted to make sure that it really aligns with me and aligns with you, and like I said, it's going to be something that you love. And yeah, I feel really good. I'm really excited about the new Girl of Muse, so I cannot wait to share more in the new year with you guys about that. I'm also like to share more behind the scenes of Girl of Muse. So also let me know if you'd like to see that, if you'd like to see like when we receive samples and like the actual process of designing our pieces to then receiving the final product. I think could actually be really interesting, so let me know if that's also something you'd like to see. Moving on to the next question, there was loads of is this house your forever home? Are you planning on moving? Are you planning on relocating? Will you do any renovations? So again, with the news we received earlier this year, made us really think about just everything honestly, and where we live and our house and the kind of life we want for Noah and Jonah growing up was a huge thing that we also discussed. We, for a while, up until kind of recently, we wanted to move to Cornwall. We wanted to relocate to Cornwall, and to be honest, it's still something that we haven't ruled out. Obviously it's a huge move. Cornwall is like 5 hours away from where we are, and we loved the idea of Noah and Jonah just growing up around a lot of nature, growing up on a beach, being little surfers. Like, I just feel like it would be such a gorgeous life for children. But then there's also things that we need to consider. Moving to Cornwall, obviously the convenience of a lot of things is taken away, and where we would move to would be quite a rural location, so it's kind of like, I don't know, there's a lot of pros and cons which we definitely need to think about. But going back to the question of, is this your forever home? I love this house so much, and it holds so many memories. Obviously Noah and Jonah have grown up in this house, and that will always mean that this house just has so many memories. We got engaged in this house, like, it's our first home. I definitely don't see us being here forever. I just don't see it. We're now kind of thinking about staying in the Norfolk area, and we pretty much are on Rightmove every single day, so I do feel like when the right house comes up, I'm hoping like we'll know. But what we mainly like look for, we would love a barn conversion. Like, that is both of our dream, to have a barn conversion or renovate a barn. We're always kind of like looking at barns for sale and thinking about how we could renovate it, or we'd either like a farmhouse with a barn, so we could live in the farmhouse and like renovate the barn. That's the kind of thing that we're looking for next. I'd like to have some animals. I'd like an alpaca or 2 or 3. I'd like some sheep and some pigs. I'd basically just like a farm, some chickens. Think of our future. What I can see is us living in a really cozy farmhouse or barn. Christmas at the barn. Just love it. Surrounded by trees, surrounded by nature, animals. I just really, for Noah and Jonah, I want like a really wholesome, want them to have a really wholesome childhood. So yeah, basically we are always looking, and I feel like when the right house comes up we will know. Where that will be, I don't know, and we kind of have the freedom to move wherever, so I'm not sure. But yeah, really exciting times ahead. Next very popular question, would you like more babies? I feel like this is my toxic trait, right? I thought this the other day. I was clearing out Jonah's drawers because he'd grown out a lot of his clothes, and I was putting them all in the charity bag, and then I was like taking them out and putting them into another pile of if we have another baby. I don't know, honestly, I don't know. I feel so conflicted because I feel so complete with Noah and Jonah. Like, I feel like our family is complete, and we're just so lucky and blessed to have the most, I'm gonna cry again, we're so lucky and blessed just to have the most gorgeous little boys, and I feel so lucky to have them. But then there's also a part of me that's like, I can't imagine never having a newborn baby again. Like, in my head I'm like so conflicted, and I feel like because of that we probably will have another baby. We probably will, because it's not like completely ruled out. I'm like, we'll see if it happens. So I don't know is the answer to that. I'd be more than happy with another baby, but then I'd also be more than happy with my 2 beautiful boys. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Could you see me as a mum of 3? I feel like when times are real chaotic and mum life is just, when the kids are ill, when the babies are ill and we're ill, I'm like, no more kids, no more kids. But then when everyone's like happy and like there's moments like, oh, the day actually, I was in the kitchen cooking, there was Christmas music on the radio, Jonah was in his little high chair next to me whilst I was cooking, and Noah was building his blocks on the floor, and I just thought, I never want this moment to end. I want more babies. So who knows, guys, honestly. Okay, next question. There was only one of these, but this is a question that I see quite often, whether it's a comment, a message, or whenever I put a question box up, and it's something I just wanted to touch upon really. So the question was, will you ever do more chaotic vlogs like you used to with your friend? And I don't know if I've ever really spoken about this, but I feel like it's a really important thing to speak about. I have been online for 6 years now, and the person I was when I started YouTube compared to the person I am now, they are two complete different people. And I think if you watched my videos back then, I'm completely different because I was in a complete different place in my life. I was 6 years younger, I didn't have children, and I just feel like I'm just a different person now. And another thing as well, a lot of my friends don't particularly want an online presence. Obviously sharing your life online is not for everyone, and I 1,000,000% respect that. I have got one of my best friends actually doesn't have any social media, none. She is a ghost, she's a ghost. And I will always respect that. I will never speak about her, I'll never even mention her name, because she has chose not to be online. And it's the same with most of my friends really, they've chose not to be online, therefore it's basically just going to look like I have no friends because none of them are online. But going back to the question, like, I also see a lot of comments from you guys that say you miss my old videos, which I completely get. Like, I completely get it, but at the same time I think it's really important to understand that I am just I've grown up since then. You're not going to catch me doing the shot it or say it. Just not who I am anymore, and it's not what brings me joy anymore. I think people grow, people change, and that's such a positive thing. Like, it's such a positive thing to find yourself. And I think also when you have kids, like, it changes you so much, and also like going through life things, like losing my dad, that changed me so much. At the time I felt like I'd lost a huge part of me, and I did. Like, my dad, that was a huge part of me that was lost. And I think when I did lose my dad, for a good couple of years after that, I was really like searching for who I was. And then being a first-time mum, it remolds you again and you become a completely different person again, and then you have your second baby and you become a completely different person again. And I think it's it would be impossible for me to be the same person as I was 6 years ago. So I just want to say I am sorry if you miss this person I used to be and you miss these chaotic videos that I used to put out there, but that just isn't me anymore, I guess. A couple of you guys asked about my breastfeeding journey. Jonah is still exclusively breastfed and he's 6.5 months, and I feel so proud of that because as you guys know with Noah, I was never able to breastfeed. He never really latched, and I found it just so hard. Like, mentally I found that really hard, and I didn't produce enough milk. So that was something I never got to do with Noah, and with Jonah it's just been a completely different experience. And yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. I am so dreading the day that he doesn't want to breastfeed anymore. I'm dreading it. And I do feel like now the more he's eating, the less he's obviously having milk, which is amazing because it means he's enjoying his food, and you know, naturally over time he will wean away from me. But I do feel like breastfeeding is just such a special moment, and yeah, I've really been loving it. The thing I will say that I noticed was different, so obviously Noah was formula fed, Jonah was exclusively breastfed. I feel like my postpartum journey this time around has been completely different. Like, I didn't get that big dip of emotions, and I haven't felt like really down, whereas I felt like with Noah, I don't know whether it was because he was my firstborn and I'd never experienced those kind of like hormones before, and I do think going from 0 to 1, it's a lot harder than going from 1 to 2. Like, wow, so much harder. Like, your entire life is, oh my god, it's just, I found personally 0 to 1 so much harder. I haven't experienced with breastfeeding like the dip of emotions. Whether that's going to happen when I stop breastfeeding, I'm going to get that, like, my hormones are going to be all over the place, I'm not sure. But I felt a lot better mentally this time around, which is amazing, because I definitely had postpartum depression with my first pregnancy, and I think sometimes you don't realise you have it until you're out the other side of it. And something I didn't think I was going to go into today, but I feel like I'm ready to, is earlier this year I really recognised that I definitely had postpartum depression, because my down days just got so much more frequent, and they were so much more down, and it kind of got to a point, I feel like it was about February this year, where I was obviously pregnant with Jonah, so my hormones were all over the place anyway, but I was having more down days than I was having more bad days than I was good, and I was getting just insane intrusive thoughts, and I was terrified about how I would feel after I'd given birth. Like, if I had postpartum depression again on top of the postpartum depression, I genuinely didn't know what I would do. So I went to the doctors and I was prescribed antidepressants, which I am still taking, and this is not in any way me promoting antidepressants, but for me they have been life-changing. I've never felt so more like me, and now I look back, I think I've been depressed for many years, probably since I found out about my dad's cancer. Don't feel embarrassed to admit that they have really helped me. So yeah, I didn't think I was going to go into that today, but I feel good for sharing that. Okay, let's have a look what other questions there are. Will you bring back cleaning videos? Oh my goodness, yes. Cleaning videos are one of my favourite ones to film. I just love it. I love editing them. I think they're so satisfying. And obviously they are one of your guys' favourite videos. So 2025 is the year of the cleaning videos, not only on YouTube but also on Instagram as well. Like, I love nothing more than watching like a house reset. I just love it. So yeah, let me know if there are any like particular ones you want to see. I do worry sometimes they're a little bit repetitive, because obviously like my cleaning routine is the same, so I'm thinking I could maybe do like different things. A video I love to watch on YouTube is an after dark cleaning routine. So like when the kids go to bed, kind of like a speed clean hour and it's dark and you've got the candles on and it's all cozy. I love that. So let me know what kind of ones you'd like to see, whether you'd like to see like a dedicated bathroom one, kitchen one, an ASMR one, a relaxing one, deep cleaning, so maybe like the oven, the dishwasher, washing machine. I'm getting way too excited about thinking about that. Can we see more of Noah and Jonah's daily life? So this is something, again, there's a couple of questions like to do with Noah and Jonah and seeing more of them, and I see not loads but like the odd comment about wanting to see more of kind of like realistic days in the life with Noah and Jonah. So a little bit of an update, kind of like where my head is at with. So at the moment, as you guys know, I choose to vlog on the days that Noah is at nursery, purely because it's very, very hard to get anything done when Noah's at home. He is 2.5 at the moment, which I feel like is an age where he wants to help with everything, which is so lovely. Like, he loves to help me cook, help me bake, help me clean, anything he can help with. He loves to make cups of tea, loves to make coffees. Like, he is just so interested in that at the moment. And honestly, I find it hard to have just the brain to vlog and entertain Noah. That's why I sway more towards vlogging when Noah's at nursery, just because I feel like we can do a lot more of the things that you guys enjoy. I'm also very aware not everyone wants to watch really children focused videos. I know, and I'm a mum myself. Like, at the end of the day, when I put YouTube on, I don't necessarily reach for videos that are solely about mum life, because I kind of like in the evening sometimes want to switch off from that and watch something different. So I'm very aware of that, and I also never wanted my YouTube channel to be solely motherhood. I enjoy sharing little bits of Noah and Jonah, and that's probably something I will always do until obviously Noah and Jonah get older. They'll probably potentially appear less and less in my videos, which I hope you guys are okay with. Obviously I love including like our family days out, like our pumpkin picking day that we do every single year, and like fun activities like today going to Wurzels. They will hopefully always be lovely little family days that I can share with you guys. Okay, my loves, that is going to go ahead and conclude our little catch-up session. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for just being you. I really appreciate all of you so much. And yeah, it's been so lovely to finally have a big catch-up. Anyway, plans for now are, we are actually heading out to Jack's. We're going to go for dinner at Jack's, our favourite little place, what we do every single week, and it's one of my favourite little weekly traditions. So we're going to head over to Jack's, and I will see you guys next week. There's a vlog coming next week, super Christmassy vlog. And like I mentioned at the start of this video, don't forget about my Skin and Me discount code, because you can get your very own personalised skincare treatment for only $4.99. Like I said, it's a really great time to try it out. I will leave a direct link in the description box, but it is my holy grail go-to nighttime skincare product, which I just know you guys will love. So yeah, link will be in the description box along with my code. And yeah, love you all so much, and we will catch up again next weekend.